Why some client-facing staff have the title manager. What's happening? It's Eric J. Olson. Many years ago, actually now 4.5 years ago, when we merged to form Array Digital, at that time we hired a relatively young digital marketer. He's still with us today. His name is Jake Maines. And at the time, Jake was, like I said, relatively young, relatively junior when it came to marketing. He had had a couple of marketing jobs, but we were going to give him a lot more responsibility. And in particular, we were going to put him in front of our clients, and he was going to pitch digital marketing, and he was going to actually do all the digital marketing. He was our only digital marketer. At the time, digital marketing was something brand new that we were tiptoeing into, and we had never done it before as a company. We had done it as a service, and but we had just done a little bit of it. So we needed someone that was going to take charge of it, and someone that was going to be talking to clients about it. And for that reason, we decided at the time we were going to give Jake the title of manager, even though he did not actually justify that title because he didn't have the experience. He didn't have anyone working for him. He didn't have anything under him. It was, he was like Jake was it. He was all of digital marketing. So, like, manager is probably, arguably not the right title for him, but we didn't want to have like a kind of a really low level, bottom of the hierarchy kind of title for Jake, and then put him in front of our clients and tell our clients, oh, this guy, he knows what he's talking about. We needed to have a title that indicated that, well, all those things, that he knew what he was talking about, that he could sell it, and that he could take care of them. So we needed a title that was going to give him a little bit of um, prestige, I guess maybe is the word, or authority, right? Something that's we need to spruce up that title. And so his title was digital marketing manager. Now, fast forward a couple of years. Oh, and by the way, that worked out great, right? So when we said like, hey, I'm going to have my digital marketing manager call you to clients, like they were all for it. If I would have said, hey, I'm going to have this person who's only been doing digital marketing for 2 or 3 years call you, they'd probably be like, why don't you just tell me, Eric? But instead, they would take, Jake's call, and things went well. So well that we turned the whole company into a digital marketing agency, which is where we're at now. Fast forward to where we're at now. We are hiring a lot of other people to be client facing, and we have a decision to make. What were their titles? What will their titles be? So, as an example, we are hiring someone who is fresh out of college. Yes, she has a master's degree. She's starting on Tuesday, but we needed a title for her. Now she's going to be in accounts management. Right? So with accounts management, they are the one that own the relationship between the company and the client. They own that client relationship. They represent us. Now this person, like I said, is just starting first job out of college. Although she has good educational experience, this will be relatively entry level, if you will, because she's straight out of college. But we're going to call her the account manager, right? So instead of being like, account coordinator, which is, that coordinator title is usually kind of a low level one, manager, for the exact same reason that we called Jake the digital marketing manager. So we want her to have a title that indicates that she has some sort of pull in the organization. And it's actually it's appropriate because she will be managing those relationships. Another example of where we're going to use the title manager, where maybe arguably it doesn't make sense, is with our salespeople. So all of our salespeople, we are going to give the title of sales manager because that clearly indicates that they are a little bit more senior, if you will, to just a regular old salesperson. We're hiring 2 salespeople. They're starting here in about a week, and they have seniority. Now, not seniority as far as how long they've been in the company, obviously, because they're just starting, but they have experience. They're not green, and so we want to give them a title that is representative not only of some of their experience, but also just to make sure they have an appropriate title, so that when they present themselves to a prospect, it makes a lot of sense. It's the prospect should want to talk to them because they're a manager, right? So, titles are funny things. On the one hand, they mean nothing. On the other hand, they mean a lot. And so you have to be kind of careful when handing out titles. And certainly people inside of an organization can get jealous about someone else's title, et cetera. So you have to be a little bit careful, but you also have to have a strategy. Why do you have the titles that you have? There's usually a reason. You just got to think through it and come up with a strategy.
Hey there, it's Erik J. Olson. I wanted to let you know about my book, $1,000,000 Journey: How to Launch a Seven-Figure Business. This is the story of what it took for me to go from freelancer with no clients, no employees, no revenue, to growing a $1,000,000 business. It took me 8 years, and I made a lot of mistakes. And all of those mistakes, and more importantly, lessons learned, are in this book. And we have chapter takeaways, 5 to 15 takeaways that you could apply right now to your business. Check it out on Amazon, $1,000,000 Journey by me, Erik J. Olson.